That was hot. How's it going, Pirates? And welcome to the show. It is another Wednesday. I'm so glad to be here. And I'm here with my main man, Mr. Rad Toys Galaxy. How's it going, brother?
Good man, good. I was a little under the weather at the beginning of the week, so I'll apologize in advance for my hoarse voice and otherwise unpleasant tone this evening.
Awesome. You sound like how I sounded a couple of weeks ago when I had my allergies going crazy. But I'll
Oh,
try to keep your talking to a minimum so that way you don't have to work those vocals too hard. But I guess we should. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just saying right on. Let's get the show on the road, man.
Let's do that, man. Let's see who's here with us today. Who we got?
All right, let's start at the top here. I scrolled down to check everything out. We got
Cool.
Fat Red Foo's gonna catch us on the replay.
Yeah, I
No
saw
worries
that
there,
earlier.
boys. And then yeah, Justin Welch, yeah, hopefully get better soon, man. He was actually in a car crash with a train. He's still
Oh
recovering.
crap!
So we wish you a speedy recovery,
Yeah,
brother.
man, for sure. Sorry to
And
hear that, brother.
Starboy Station's listening while he's driving.
Joel, how you doing, man? I won't talk too loud.
Yeah, Adrian Forbes in the chat. What's going on, man? Bjorn, of course, is here. He was probably first, and I just
It's
missed him.
Nebulok.
We got Ian Sweeney in the chat.
Hey, Ian, what's up, man?
Wilhelm Toys and Hobbies.
Willem, what's up? He's
Jason
actually
Jensen.
going to be on our show next week.
Oh,
Awesome.
right on, right on. But yeah, Jason Jensen's actually here at the beginning. Usually he's
Nice,
fashionably.
yeah, because he's usually so
We got
busy.
our
So glad he can make it.
main man, Lord of Thanes, in the chat tonight.
Yes, my lord.
Woodzilla, what's up, bro? We'll see
What's
you
up,
Friday
Josh?
night.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, this week we're having Phoenix Outpost, so yeah, come check
Oh,
out
that
the
should be
videos
good.
on
Remember
Friday. Yeah,
that to check them out Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern.
yeah.
WMC.
And I think I might have missed a couple, maybe, but we'll have to check. We'll check up later. We'll see what's going on a little bit.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. So, guys, today is episode 20. Can you believe I've already had 20 episodes? I can't believe it. But yes, we started in January and here we are with 20 episodes, and every 10 episodes is a giveaway episode. So I am not going to disappoint. This is a giveaway episode. So make sure to, as you see, there's a little banner scrolling there. It's letting you know what to do. So I'm actually looking for a name for that big gun that I created last week. So I want you guys to come up with a name. So what you have to do is in the comments, you type the name that you wanted to, that you think I should use, and use the hashtag big ass gun, all in one word and all lowercase. And then towards the end of the show, we'll actually pick our winner. Please, no crazy ass names like big titty gun or some kind of nonsense like that. I don't want that. I want some serious names, like
Yeah, we don't
cool
want.
names.
Yeah, we don't want like poop gun or like
None of that crap.
pea blaster or something like that. But yeah,
Like I
no, it
want
was crazy. When I saw it was episode 20, I was like, that's nuts. I feel like I've only been here for a couple. But
I know, right? Just it just goes by so quick. But yeah, so we have a great show for you guys this week. So there's no creators corner. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is whenever we don't have a creators corner, so it might be like every other week, I'm probably going to do a creators corner. So the weeks that we don't have the creators corner, we're going to run our news segment where we actually showcase work in progress that people are doing online. So if you have a project that you're working on, send us those pictures with a brief synopsis as to what you're building, what you're working on, so that we could show those off. We got 2 of them this week that we want to show off, so that's going to be exciting. And I didn't get a chance to create the opening video for that new segment, and I don't even have a name for it yet. I'm thinking about Whip It, but I don't know yet. I'm still throwing around some names for that segment. And I'm also
I know what song you could use for that.
I already have that song I'm going to use, but I'm only going to use a tiny little portion of it, like or mainly when they're talking, or if I can find a cover for it, I'll use that. Only because I
That
don't
whip,
want to get
use,
copyright hit.
you can use the whip crack. It's pretty iconic.
That's true. Like
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. But yeah, that's awesome. So one of the things so we actually, as you guys know, we do our own what are we working on? So we're gonna start with that in a little bit. And we have some really awesome stuff going on today. I'm so excited. I want to tell you guys now, but I want to save some of the surprise. Some of you guys may already know, but I'll save some of the surprise for a bit later. All righty, let's dive into it. Anybody else trickling in?
Let's see. We got a lot of people saying hi to the other people in the chat for now. Oh, the
Okay.
Wilhelm toy and hobby is whipping good. Oh yeah. Right,
Yes,
right, right.
exactly. You know it. Anyways, let's dive into some stuff. So as I mentioned, as for the big ass gun, so if you notice, the hashtag is big ass gun again, all in lowercase, all in one word. So hopefully you guys could do that for me, and then we'll actually choose randomly by the end of the show. But anyways, let's dive into stuff.
Perfect. Yeah.
No, bigger. Smaller. No, it's the one with a hole on the end that curves this way. I think I saw it once before over there in that pile near the circulators. There you go. I always knew you were the smart one.
Yeah, he's definitely the smart one. So we are back with another What Are You Working On? So for this week, because I don't have that opening segment for our the creators that are going to be sending us stuff, I've actually just incorporated them into our What Are You Working on segment. So we'll start with them, and then we'll go into our things because both you and myself, we have videos that we want to show you guys as to what we're working on, and we're getting a world premiere before he puts it on his channel where you actually get
Oh yeah, yeah.
to watch that. So we get a world premiere exclusive. So stay tuned for the Rad Toys work in progress. And let's dive into it. So unfortunately, Fat Red Foo isn't here, but hey, buddy, you're watching the replay right now. This one's for you.
Yeah, man.
So he sent us some really awesome stuff. He's actually, if you guys don't follow him, go and check him out on Instagram. He's building like a really amazing stuff. Like it's quite impressive. I just can't get enough of it. And you guys are going to see some of his amazing handiwork. And it's actually quite creative because he's also sent us stuff in the weekly greeblies that might give you guys some ideas that you could use for your own builds. So this is his, I believe, I think it's a club slash brothel. It seems like everyone's doing that in their city because that was what I was going to do for my city, which was going to be called the Pink Dragon Lounge. But so yeah, check this out. This is awesome. I love the
Oh,
lighting. It's just incredible what he's put together. So a lot of what you're seeing there isn't like stuff that he's did in Photoshop. That's all stuff that's lit up. So
and
that's amazing.
I'm really surprised more people aren't doing the black light lighting thing. Like it looks really good.
Yeah, but the thing is too, not only is he using black lights, but there's also a lot of stuff there that's lit up, actually
Oh
like
wow,
lit
really?
up. So there's like a lot of LEDs, like I believe around that door. I believe there's lighting just underneath the roof. There's lighting there. I'm going to show you in the as we go on. You're going to see where he puts some of the lighting in there. It's just phenomenal what he's done, and he's done it in such a short time. He's actually being really hard on himself, saying, "Oh, I'm not going as fast as I could," but damn, man, in the short amount of time he's done a lot of work, and it's a lot of really good work. So you
No
guys
doubt.
may be able to get a lot of good ideas from this because I was quite impressed with his build. So let's dive. So here it is
Oh wow,
with
very
this
cool.
the black light and the actual lighting. Like that's just it has like a atmosphere.
Yeah,
It's really
is
cool.
that like a dancing girl or is that a dead body
It
or?
is a dancing girl. So yeah, he has like a dance. I don't know if it's supposed to be a hologram or if it's supposed to be like
Oh
like
yeah,
in
yeah.
Andor where they had those bubbles with the girls dancing in them. I don't know if it's supposed to be that or a hologram. To me, I think it's a hologram just because of the lighting. But it's just awesome.
No,
Really
that's
creative.
cool, man. Very cool. Yeah.
And Lord of Thane actually has a hologram thing that actually you could use like that to do, and actually
Oh,
has like dancing and stuff like that, like actual video you can put on it. It's like
I actually
amazing.
ordered for my main city. I just ordered two of those. I ordered a big one and a little one off of Amazon.
Did you get the ones that's like a fan?
Yeah, it spins.
Yeah, that's the one that Lockdown Production has. The
Yeah,
one
that's,
that Lord of
yeah,
Thane has
yeah.
is actually round like that, like what we're seeing right now. in Fat Red Food's thing, how he has
Oh,
that
what?
dancer in there. He has a round one like that, and then
Oh, that's
the video circles around the edge of it. It's just, oh my god,
what?
it's awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll have to reach out to him and see where he got that.
He got it off of Amazon. I looked for it
Oh,
in
okay.
the Canadian Amazon, but it was sold out. And I don't it hasn't been restocked yet, so I keep checking for it. So
Yeah.
I actually want to get that fan one like you have too, because
Yeah,
eventually I'm gonna have a space that I can build in, and I would like to do that as well. But yeah,
yeah.
Lockdown has it in his build. So if you guys go and check out Lockdown Productions Nassau on Instagram, you'll see some of the amazing things that he's built in his own station. It's like incredible.
Oh, talk about a guy who can like just out of the blue, he's like, I don't have time, I don't have time, and then
I
all of a
know,
sudden
right?
it's just like, oh, and then he's got like as he fills his living room with joy toys. I'm like, holy crap.
And that's just the stuff that he's bought, let alone the stuff that he's built. Like he builds
Oh
so
yeah.
much all the time. Like not even just indoors, but outdoors as well. He has the whole outdoor city, which is incredible. It's
Oh
like
man,
you should pay money to go have people visit.
if he had neighbors, they would think he's a psychopath. I always think about that when Dom does his videos where he sets up the battle scene in his backyard.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, your neighbors must be just like, what the fuck?
I know. Well, luckily for me, we have big high fences. So if I were to do like when I do my photography out there, no one really notices me because usually I'm low to the ground anyway, so they can't see me unless they're in their like the second floor window.
Sneaking around out there taking pictures.
Yeah, why not? So yeah, here's another shot of that close up look of the dancer. And those see those three red boxes on the right hand side there. Those are actually lights in there. You know,
Oh,
in the weekly Greebly, you're going to see how he put that together. It's really cool.
yeah, I'm interested in using this idea. Like, I love this a lot.
Yeah, I know the lighting on around this door. I'm not sure if that's actual lighting or if that's the black light. I know some of this is LED and some of it's black light. This might be black light around the door frame.
I would use this as like a drug den or something, or like some
Yeah,
trippy club. Maybe the green,
someplace
our
like in
drug.
Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, like our drug dealer Goblin's house or something, or his club.
Exactly. Now
There you
this here is how he's put together. Like I told you that upper part. So if I go back here, let me go back. So this see that large black surface towards the top of that build. So there's a doorway, and then there's that big dark out area at the top.
go. Yeah.
That's what this is. So
Oh,
basically, as you could see, he's cut those squares into foam core. So he uses a lot of foam core, which is really good. Just like Lord of Thane, he does a lot of stuff out of foam core as well. A lot of
yeah.
people used to say, "Oh, use wood," but foam core works just as good if you know how to put it together.
Oh, it's lighter too, like way lighter than wood.
Exactly, right? So you can make it modular as well. Like Lord of Thane, he uses magnets in his builds. So that's something to think about as well. So
Well,
here
and
he's sorry, go ahead.
sorry, and not to mention, you don't need like a bunch of like table saws and like,
Yeah, exactly. All you need is a utility knife and you're
yeah,
good to go. And sometimes even scissors, depending on how thin the foam core is, right?
yeah, it's
And
fine. It's rigid. It's not like you're going to live in it. It's for your
yeah,
toy. But
exactly. So here is where he's cutting the lighting to fit. So this is those LED strips. He's fitting into this section here. And then in the next shot, you can see how it's lit up. So as you can see, he put like purple lighting in there. I guess it's multicolored lighting. So this is what it looks like when those lights are on above the dancer.
oh, okay,
Like that's amazing work. It came out really good. So that's his second floor
yeah,
in that lounge.
that's
So
very cool.
yeah, really cool concept. I love it.
Yeah.
And then we have Task Force figures and games.
Oh yeah, this will be some military stuff.
Oh
Great.
yeah, he came up with something really cool. So basically, I'm going to show you what was his inspiration and then what he came up with, and then I also added another picture in there that represents something that Hasbro's made. So that's similar to his idea, but not as good. So this is what was his inspiration. So this is the vehicle that he saw that he said, "Oh, I want to make something like that where it's a vamp and you have a figure at the back that controls the machine gun turret." So essentially, it's not automated like the vamp that they have that Hasbro has. So they actually have it manned, which is cool. Although you gotta really hold on tight if you're hitting a lot of those bumps, man.
But
Because
the original '80s toy never had a plate stand on the
yeah,
back.
exactly. But this is
But
a really cool concept.
yeah, this is the classified one. This is very nice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Because he said he was inspired by it. So here's his
So
build. So this is really cool.
there it is.
He took it a step further and added rocket launchers on his. Like that. That is so cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Now, when I show you the next pictures, or the last picture with the Hasbro version that belongs to the Dreadnoks, you're gonna see. I'm gonna point out a flaw that he actually took care of. So here's what it looks like from the front end. He actually has a sidecar on the side where you can actually have another mounted gun
Another
there,
yeah.
which is really cool. I like that
Reminds
idea.
me, reminds me of that Jurassic Park Jeep that had the guy flip out the side.
Oh yeah, yeah, it does kind of remind me of that.
Yeah,
Also,
like
the GI Joe Rhino had something kind of like this. It didn't. It just
that's
basically popped out so you could have a figure there. It didn't have like a seating arrangement like this. This is really cool. And here's the one that Hasbro made. So this is the Dreadnought version of that. Now I'm gonna actually ask the audience or the chat, what do you think the flaw is with this vehicle that Task Force covered in his? So look closely and tell me
oh,
what
I'm not gonna say
flaw.
anything, but I think I know what it is.
What do you think the flaw is? Now I'm gonna give the chat a few more seconds. Maybe you guys might have noticed it as well. And Ratty, you could pop some of them on there. What's he saying?
Oh, I just said he liked it. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting.
it is. It is nice. Anybody have
Yeah,
any ideas as to what
you know
you
what
think might be the flaw?
this set's worth loose?
I can imagine.
Oh
It's
man, hundreds
crazy.
hundreds of dollars, hundreds of dollars.
That's insane. Some of the pricing on some of these things. I
So
like
glad,
the colors on it though.
so glad I got out of GI Joe, man.
But
Well, I guess.
all of them are expensive like that though. All the
Oh
vehicles for
yeah.
118, especially the older stuff, is a
Oh, the
lot
vintage stuff.
expensive, right? Some people ask for ridiculous amounts on things though. Like $300 for like a TIE fighter or some kind of crap. Oh,
Yeah, I think everybody's getting to it. I think they're frying in the back seat. Lady on the back is
yep.
getting big fried.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So if you notice, Task Force figures in game, he took care of that. He has an enclosed rocket launcher. So if there is someone standing back there, they're not getting cooked if they fire a rocket. I feel sorry for Zarana. Like if they fire one of them rockets, she's done. That's it.
Probably why her hair is so short.
Probably. She needs to be wearing like a fire suit. I don't even think that would help her. She'd be dead instantly.
Oh yeah,
But
totally.
yeah, so it's a really great vehicle. I love the concept. I love his idea of covering up the rocket launchers, but still providing a stand for someone both on the back and on the side of the vehicle. Really cool. Great job, buddy. And now we're going into my stuff. So let's
Oh,
see. Do I have any? Yes, I do have some pictures. So these pictures are basically to remind me to play the video. So the videos that I'm going to be showing you guys are the intros to the weekly whips that I'll be putting up soon. So one of them I'll be putting up later on this week, and then the other one I'll be putting up later on next week. So keep an eye out on the channel for those things. And actually, I'll start the video for this one. Let me make sure I choose the right thing. Yeah, it's this one. Going Pirates. So yeah, this is what I wanted to do for the May challenge, but obviously I didn't have enough time. And so I just built my Firehawk, as that took up a lot of my time. But here's the next big project that I'm working on. So this is going to be part of my large ship. So as you guys know, a few months back, I said I wanted to build a large ship using that particular boat part. So what I'll be doing is taking this off of the boat base, so that way I can affix it to that tunnel system. And then this I'll be splitting it in half, because I believe it can come apart in half. I'll be splitting that in half and affixing that to the tunnel system. So essentially what I want to be able is for you to be able to see from the bridge all the way back the length of the ship. So these will be like the top two decks, and then underneath is going to be another deck where, as you guys may have remembered from our weekly greeblies, I actually had a garbage pail lid that opens up like a gate or a doorway. So I'm going to be using that for a small hangar bay or storage as well. And then on the sides, I want to have big tanks because I want to put tanks on the side that will carry fuel. So it's actually going to be like a fueling ship or like a cargo ship of some sort. And then also I want to add those water tanks that I had from a humidifier. I'd like to add those to this ship somehow, maybe on the sides here. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Right now, I'm just laying everything out to figure out how I want to put it together. So stay tuned for more. And until the next video, take care, pirates. So yeah, that's one of the first things I'm working on, and I'm really excited about that. So basically, what I was going to initially do, I was going to cut that TIE fighter in half. Not cut it, but like I thought it could open in half. But first of all, in order to try to pry it in half, I have to take those end wing caps off, and it's proving to be very difficult. I've watched videos on how to take it off, and so far I haven't been able to get them off. So if anybody has any ideas, I tried heating it, I tried everything. There's little clips that you have to try to clamp together to pull it off, but it's just almost impossible to do. So far, I haven't been able to do it, and I don't want to
You
destroy it.
can you take a drill and drill the peg out from the outside?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's not really a peg. So you know how whenever you have those little clip things where it clips to the
Oh,
edge, so
yeah,
it has that. Plus, it has these two little things. So I did try to do something similar to what you're suggesting.
yeah.
There's two little parts I think where screws connect to, and I tried to drill in there to see if that would um, pry it off, but that wouldn't work. Now I saw a video where so far only one guy has shown this, where you put like a screwdriver from the inside part of those wing things, and
Yeah.
you could pop them off. I've tried that 100 times, tried heating it, then doing that. I haven't been successful yet. So I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna give up because of it. But I
Yeah.
mainly want to use those because I want to take them off so I could use those as the thrusters. Because I think those would make awesome
Oh,
thrusters the back of the ship.
yeah, they would. They really would.
And because also I want to be able to open the ship up because I want to take out the inside of the TIE fighter. I want to take out like the seating and all that stuff. And there's a whole bunch of fodder in there that I could use, like this little displays, like the targeting displays, all that stuff's in there. So I want to be able
Yeah.
to use that as well for other fodder. And so the top part, that little boat part, I was able to separate the top section from the boat, and the best part is I kept the deck and the lower part of the boat together and only took that cabin part and the main cannon. So now that's going to sit on top of this ship. And so far, it looks pretty cool. I didn't take any pictures of that yet because I kind of
What do
want
you?
to wait
You're
for a
putting
little
that
bit later.
boat right on top. So you're putting the boat right on top where it's sitting right now.
Yeah, but minus the boat part. So like that lower part of the boat,
Oh
that
yeah.
I've already separated that off, and then the deck that's on top of that, I've separated that too from the cabin space. So the only thing that's going to be sitting on top is the actual cabin, like the deck, like the sorry,
Yeah.
not the deck, the bridge, and
Yeah.
then also the main cannons. That's all that I'm taking off of that. And then the boat part of it still has the top deck and it still has the lower boat part. So I could still use that for the Willem Toy and Hobby competition. They have a boat challenge going on right now.
Oh,
So I'm gonna use that for that. And that way I can customize how I want my new bridge to look like.
that's cool.
Maybe make it a little bit more streamlined.
There
So
you
that's
go.
working out, and it's been a lot of fun so far. That's one of my projects that I'm working on. You could tell in that video I was suffering from my allergies. And then the next one that I'm working on is this guy. So remember last week I had mentioned that I have a hut in my station called Dira the Hut, and I was going to make her father. And then you had suggested, hey, make it like a cyborg. Well, I
Yeah.
took your word to heart and I started building a cyborg. And I'm going to play the video, which is the intro to the weekly whip. So check this out. Going pirate. So we're going to be working on this new custom figure that I'm looking to make. So this is the Black Series Jabba the Hutt. I've taken it apart and it actually was rather tough. Even after heating it, it was rather tough to get this portion out of his lower portion there. Underneath looks really cool. So it kind of helps fulfill the idea that I want to go with, which is make him a cyborg. So I'm probably going to do without that lower half and just hang on to this, add a bottom to him so that I can attach these avatar crab legs to him. So that's going to look pretty cool. I also want to take the upper arms out, which are actually proving to be rather difficult. So I'm going to have to open them up and add these robotic arms. So this was from a Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure that I will actually be repainting this and repurposing it onto this Jabba custom that I'm working on. So here's his lower arms, which I'll probably use it now in a fodder. I don't know if I'll use it in a. I think I'll probably try to use it with a 1/18 scale figure if I can. That'd be rather interesting. These big, massive arms. It'd have to be a big guy, but yeah, we'll do more on that. So let's continue. So yeah, definitely check out this week's the weekly whip for that because I didn't talk about it in that particular clip, but the section right after that, I go into what bottom I'm going to use for his lower half of his body, and it so far it looks really cool. It's gonna have lighting on it, and then also I like I said about your idea about giving him like a robotic eye. I'm gonna drill a hole into one of his eyes so I could put an LED in there because there's enough space in his body that I could actually add lighting and stuff like that. And then the lower part that I'll be using for his lower body isn't big enough that I can hold a battery in it. So I'm really excited about this one. This is going to be a really
Well,
fun one.
this might be some pioneering. I don't think I've ever seen a cyborg hut.
Exactly. Neither have I. And that's where I got the idea. I'm like, hey, you know what? Well, I got the idea from you when you had mentioned to like give him like a robotic arm and like a robotic eye. But then I was like, let me take it a step further and really
Yeah,
make him
I
into
didn't,
a cyborg.
I didn't think you were gonna go that far, but yeah,
Yeah, I had to, man. Go big or go home, right?
yeah.
But yeah, that's so far. Those are the things that I'm working on this week. I'm going to continue working on those. So right now, I'm editing the videos for both of those projects. Plus, I have a toy haul video. So it's the last 3 months of stuff that I got. So it's not like a whole long list of things that I bought because I don't really buy too much at a time. But it's some pretty interesting things that are going to be part of weekly work in progress projects that I have coming. So yeah, try to keep busy. So this was basically to show you guys that the contest is still going on. So as you can see on the banner, remember to come up with a name and then put the hashtag big ass gun in there, all in lowercase, all in one word as a hashtag. So that way I can keep track of your entries. So far, we have 5 entries. So thank you very much for those people who have put those in. And towards the end of the show, I will show that stuff off. So, Rad, let's dive into your stuff. I don't think
All
I
right,
gave you a
let's do it.
slide. I didn't give you a slide, but we're going to dive right into the video. So I'm going to share my screen. 1 second here as I figure this stuff out and share my screen. And I believe this is the one I want. Yes, it is. And here we go. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Huh? Oh, so yeah, you'll see the story at the beginning, but basically the Sith Empire destroyed the Mandalorians' home, and they've had to relocate to Nar Shaddaa, which puts them in massive turf wars with the Hutts and the
Nice.
other criminal bosses that are there. So
It's always good when there's lore attached to like a video or a picture. It just makes it that much more interesting. So yeah, check this out, and here we go. World premiere exclusive.
there you go. You can full screen it. Rock and roll. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, basically this is like you set up behind the world. Oh, everyone's favorite highlighter.
Every time I see that, and I'm like, I want that thing. I even tried to make it, and I was like, forget it. I'll just live vicariously through you.
It's the Imaginext Darth Vader TIE Fighter body.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay. I gotta look for that then. All right, let's continue. Ooh, nice.
Of course, the custom dropship with the Death Watch. That's we'll get around to it. You'll see my custom of the Ray Speeder.
What's that?
We'll get around to it here after we see some of the custom Mandos, but you'll see my custom of the Ray Speeder.
Now, the only reason why I pause is because I can't hear you when you're talking because the volume, I guess, is so loud. I wonder if let me
Right.
just turn this down.
Well, I guess,
I wonder
you can turn it down a bit.
Let's see if that helps. Here we go.
It might. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, much better. You're not the one, your band isn't the one playing this music, is it?
Oh, God, no. I wish my band played this music.
Every time I see this station, man, I'm like, oh, I just want to be able to build like this.
Yeah, that's a lot of just greeblies, 3D printed stuff. I love stations like this where it's supposed to be grimy. I love hanging like old chains and stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, I was about to mention the chains. I love the chains as you're going through.
My little bar
Man,
here.
you've been busy, man.
Oh, yeah. I go in spurts. I'm back into my 1/18th world building phase now that my Marvel Legends is done. But yeah, you can see I have tons of custom Mandalorian. There's Quinlan
Yeah,
Voss.
I'm gonna be making some more. I have a couple of Mandalorian heads coming, so looking forward to making some custom ones. Nice.
Yeah, the prints of the beds are really cool. I made a bunch for Dom, so I made a few for myself.
Nice.
There's Boba's crew.
Oh, cool. Those guys look cool, man.
Oh yeah, they got my other heavy Mando with the Gallon gun.
Holy cow, man. that looks like it can rip people to shreds.
Yeah, there's a whole level under here too.
See, with me and my vision, I'd be knocking everything over as I go through filming.
Oh, my little safety droid there.
Nice.
It's Mandalorian meets metal on YouTube, Lord of
I really like this music, though.
Yeah, it's if anybody wants to check it out, it's a guy. He does a lot of like pop culture themes, but it's usually Mandalorian meets metal or Masters of the Universe meets metal.
Nice.
It's like this skinny dude with long black hair, but he fucking shreds, man.
Really cool stuff.
That was my battle arena down there. It's probably one of my favorite parts. So this is like getting into the Mandalorian leadership. I guess I don't know what they call it,
nice.
or whatever.
You need a throne in there.
Like, oh no, it's coming. There is a throne, definitely.
Oh, okay. Overzealous.
Yeah, another platform. Then there's a airplane. I got that idea from Lent Zella. He did that in his station.
Nice.
Oh, there's my other.
Oh, I have one of those.
Seriously, I like this one better. It's the Imaginext.
Yeah, that one looks cool. I really like the TIE silencer.
Yeah, the body from Imaginext. So here's the throne room with all the people.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm using my TIE silencer body to make a tank.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this would be like the main throne room with like the leadership of the Mandalorians that survived and made it to Nar Shaddaa.
Nice.
So many guys like print so many cargo things on my 3D printers. It's insane. usually everyone that orders something from me gets like a big handful of like cargo containers too.
I was so surprised when I got so many. Like, holy cow! Look at all these boxes.
This is funny.
I just haven't got around to painting everything.
When I was filming this, so I'm like trying with one hand to get the camera back in there to get both ATSTs,
Right. Yeah, those are cool. Those are the printed ones, right?
No, I just those are the old Kenner ones that I just
Oh,
added
okay.
shirts
Actually,
to.
yeah, the printed ones are even bigger than that.
Oh yeah, there's a four-arm battle droid.
Nice.
His name is BD4A.
Cool.
Yeah, I use a lot of cloth and stuff, and like in these kind of setups to make like awnings and like kind of seal it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I love that. Like that's what I love about Star Wars. That combination of like kind of primitive with sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good mix
Here's my big AT-AT Mandalorian.
with the Mythosaur logo that you hand painted on
I
there.
did hand paint that. I was
It's
very
crazy.
happy with myself after that. Normally I don't attempt stuff like that.
Yeah, but you already know you're an artist, man.
Yeah, I get by. I get by. But yeah,
Nice.
I was so sad when Quill died in the Mandalorian show. I was like, aw. So he lives on.
Yeah.
He lives on forever in my universe.
Cool.
On
Yeah, in our world building, we could do whatever we want.
when Zilla sent me that
That was
badge,
the beer one, right? Protect the beer runs.
yeah, gotta protect the beer run, man. But yeah, it's I'm trying to tighten. Like you're gonna see, I'll debut this video after Whip Wednesday tonight, but you go check it out on my channel. But you'll notice in the future things get a lot denser. I'm trying to tighten up some of my setup so I
Right.
can start new world building. So,
Yeah, you're running out of space fast.
oh yeah, dude. I know I'm officially out of space. But yeah, that's basically what I was working on all week. Part of
That
last week.
was very impressive. So yeah, be sure to check that out afterwards. You can go back so that way you can pause it where you'd like to take a closer look at some of the things in the background. Some really amazing things there. Thank you so much for sharing that with us and providing us with the exclusive.
Yes, that is the
You'll get
exclusive.
that.
Like I said, I will post it after the show,
That's awesome,
right,
man.
or make it public. But yeah, there it is, the exclusive new setup.
That's amazing, man. Let's see how
Uh,
many entries we got. Oh, we're up to 7 now. Cool, cool. So I actually didn't
oh,
tell you guys what the prize is. The prize for this is actually I haven't posted any pictures of it yet, but I just recently bought an orange Joy Toy figure, like one of the army builder ones that comes with a big gun. So I'm actually going to get someone one of those and send that out to them. Obviously, it's going to be a brand new one, not the one I have. But yeah, that's what you'll get. I don't think I have them nearby. No, but after when we show the next clip, then I'll come back. I'll go see if I can run and grab them and show them off. But
awesome.
yeah, that's gonna be the prize. And towards the end of the show, I'll choose a winner. So hopefully, you guys have come up with some pretty decent names. If I see any of those crazy names, though, unfortunately, we're gonna go right back into the draw and choose something else. So I'm hoping you guys came up with some
No,
seriously
they're
cool
they're
names.
keeping it very clean and simple in the chat. I've been watching.
Awesome, cool stuff. So I guess let's dive into our next segment. We're doing okay on time. We might go a little over an hour, but hey, we're doing our best. Here we go. Next segment. And now it's time for greeblies. Greeblies.
Oh, my precious. Oh, yes, anything can be a greebly.
That voice gets me every time. So yeah, we have a few greeblies, and of course, we're starting off with fat red food. I try to keep it in alphabetical order. So we saw what his build looks like. Now we're going to see what went into some of the buildings and what he did to create it. So let's start off with the first thing. You guys have, especially those in North America, definitely are familiar with these dipping sauces. So this is one from Popeyes. So it's kind of translucent. So it's not a solid color, but even if it was, it should still allow light to go through. Even if it was like one of those white solid ones, the light
Oh,
should still be able to pass through. So that's what he did. He used one of these, repainted the edges of it, and used one of these string lights,
oh, that's cool.
right?
It's almost better used like more of an opaque. kind of container because then
Yeah.
it doesn't like just light up like it's a flashlight in a setup.
And it also dilutes the light to the point where you don't really see the LED inside, which works really well. And so here's what it looks like. He just painted around the edges, so you didn't even have to add any color or anything like that because the lights will do that for him.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
there it is lit up.
Red. Okay.
Like, that's so cool. So yeah, the ones he used were slightly different than the ones he showed there, but basically he was just showing off the principle of how it works. And I think that's a brilliant idea. I never would have thought of using these as a light source. Every time I see these, I think of, oh, this could be a canister or a bunk droid or gunk droid or something like that.
Or a table or something like.
Exactly. But this is a brilliant idea. So that's why we have the weekly greeblies, because you never know where you might get your next idea from. So here's what we've seen this before, but here's what it looks like lit up on the side of the building. Incredible stuff.
Great. I love that. It's so good.
I know, and the way it diffuses the light is just brilliant.
The old like chipboard there glued to the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, those are really good, especially when you paint them, because then it gives it more of less of a computer look and more of like part of a building, like a greebly kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
So here we have some more goodies. This one is from our main man, Mr. Lord of Thane.
Oh, very nice.
He has so you guys would remember, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago. I think it was our not the last show, it was probably the show before that with Lord of Thane, where I actually used Tic Tac containers, but he used it in a completely different way. I used the top part of the Tic Tac container as like a canister, right? That can pop open. You can use it like a toolbox, right? He came up with an even better idea. Check this out. So he uses the complete whole thing. So here's how he uses them. So he circled on his picture here where they are. So that's the cap part. And he uses them as like door controls or doorbell controls, right? So it's really cool. So right now you're looking at what it looks like with 1/18 scale, but it also works with 1/12 scale. So here's another image of 1/18 scale. Looks really cool. Like once it's painted, it just seamlessly flows into the decor. Just looks amazing. Great idea.
I thought of something else they would work for too. Space toilets.
Yeah, why not? Right, especially the one on the right hand side there with the circle.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw the one with the lid open. I'm like, that totally looks like a toilet.
Exactly. That's brilliant. So there's another use, guys. But yeah, this is awesome. So he uses it as the doorbells, which is really cool. And so, like I said, not only does it work with 1/18 scale, but he also uses it with 1/12 scale. And here it is with 1/12, and it fits it again perfectly. I love it.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would probably add to this, especially now that I found like really small LEDs, is I'd probably add lights to it. That's probably the only thing I would add that would change it for me, anyways. But yeah, brilliant idea with that. So, like I said, he uses the entire container. So this top part, here's how he uses it. This is another brilliant idea. He makes vents out of them. Like, that is so cool. So it looks like he used a screen mesh on top of it.
Yeah,
just painted it, and it looks awesome, right?
That's
brilliant. I love that.
Very cool.
Good stuff, man.
It is.
And here's some more stuff. This is me now.
Oh, well, here we go.
It's nothing major. Again, I didn't really use them yet. I was just giving you guys some ideas. So the first thing is I use a lot of eye drops right now because I have surgeries coming and stuff like that. So I have to keep using eye drops. And so that eye drop bottle, you can use the entire thing. So there's the lid, which is the darker colored top on the left. You could use that for like a thruster or something like that. The actual squeeze part, or the part that actually where the fluid comes out of, that you can put inside of another cap to make it like part of the air intake. You know, they have those things, like the part that's part of the fan. So you could use it for that, and then the bottle could just always be a container of some kind.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So I'm sure you guys have other ideas as well, but those are the ideas that I thought of when I saw that. And then I have mesh, which is like this material that I think it was from like a shawl or something like that that makes great either cargo mesh or, like as you can see on the right hand side, a trap for Wookiees. So you can use that as well, and you can just paint it whatever color you want. This is just the natural color it came in, but you could paint it black or paint another color, and then if you do that, it might stiffen it a little bit more as well. And then finally, I have those stick-on. They don't really sell these that much anymore because now they have those plug-in stuff. But
Oh,
these were the original plug-ins where you just kind of turn it. It lasts for like a couple of months, and you kind of turn it to open it a little bit more to let some of that freshness come out. But yeah, paint this, and it could be any kind of greebly. It could be a table, could be a thruster on the side of a ship, could be a venting type system, could be anything. But it definitely has that kind of Star Warsy look to it. And
oh,
obviously, with that flat surface, you could add other greeblies to that as well. And here's some more. Here's some more brilliant stuff. This is from Utah Don. He's
nice. That's
really
cool.
awesome stuff. And it's actually for those of you who drink pop out of bottle, or sorry, soda out of bottles, or drink bottled water. Here's what you could do with the caps. So before we get into the caps, these are little plastic shot glasses you can get from Walmart or I believe any like department store would carry these kind of things. And here's how he uses them. He uses them as like little tables. So like tables
That's
that you
cool.
see in a lounge or a bar. Really cool. Just give them a nice paint job. You can even add like your company logo on it, and there you go. You have some tables on there.
That
Really
is a
cool.
good
When
idea.
I first saw it, I thought this was mouthwash tops.
Oh
It
yeah,
kind of looks like a mouthwash bottle top, but here you go. Here's another option.
that's awesome.
And here's what you could do with your bottle caps. Keep two of them and you stick them together, and now they become containers. Just
Yeah,
paint
they're
them
perfect.
and look at
Perfect.
that. They work perfect for 1/18 scale.
Yeah.
So yeah, brilliant. So those are what we had for this week's weekly Greeblies. So remember to send us your Greeblies every week. So next week, if you have some, send those in to us. Send it to the Whip Wednesday Instagram account, so that way we can take a look and showcase those off every week. The only time we don't is the end of the month when we're doing the showcase of all the monthly challenge builds. So yeah, that brings us, I guess, to our final thing today,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
before we get to the prize, I mean, but both Rad Toys and myself, you guys didn't know. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you guys. I'm just gonna show you. Let's dive into that first. Is this the
Yeah,
one?
here we
Yeah,
go. This
there
is
we
the
go.
big unveil.
So here's what we're gonna be doing. So first of all, let's show the video. Here's a little intro to what's happening.
We're okay. You know we need to hit 60, right?
I'm trying. This car sucks. Thank you. Yes.
What did I tell you? Look, we're gonna call a tow truck. We'll have the axles fixed. We'll probably lose half a day at most. It'll be fine. It's just the wheels.
That's right, folks. We are coming to America. Yes. And we can't
Yes, we
wait.
are. Yeah. So originally it was like we were going to the States, and Pirates wasn't sure, and then he was unsure he was coming. And yeah, so we're coming down. It's going to be August 24th that we penetrate the USA.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So we're going there. As you can see, we're coming to your country, Americans. Yes, two Canadian boys in America. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So here's our route.
Yes, and yeah, before we get into this, yeah, so the kind of we want to meet up with as many of you as we can, and I want to do. We're going to
Absolutely.
be filming for both channels. I'm going to be working on my kind of docu series for the station building or world building over the years, and yeah, we're just gonna have a lot of fun. We're looking forward to hitting some of your discount places, and I'll let Pirates kind of explain the situation.
So yeah, so as he said, we want to check out some of your awesome discount stores. So you want to be a whole part of that because you guys have prices on things that we could only dream of in our country. So we don't have anything close to that. Actually, before we dive into that, if you take a look at this map, anyone who lives close to where those three spots are, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but if you're watching the replay, you can always just pause it, go to full screen, and take a closer look. So if you live within two, maybe at the most 3 hours to any one of those spots, either like north, south, whatever, let us know. Reach out to Rad Toys Galaxy on Instagram. Let them know, hey, I'm close to one of those areas. If you guys are interested in coming by and meeting up, we can meet up at this particular area.
So
So
yeah, what we're doing, just to make it I'll add a little more
sure,
specific stuff to it. So we'll be in Bay City, Michigan area on August 24th. That'll be extremely early in the morning. We're going to be hanging out with Wentzilla.
that's
So if
gonna be
you're in
fun.
the area, you can come and hang out. We're going to do a bunch of like toy hunting, filming, just kind of screwing around. And then from there, we've got about 3.5 hours going to meet up with Timbo Toys in the
Woohoo!
early afternoon on the 25th. And we do have
Mm-hmm.
a bit of time between destinations I've left. It just really determines what time we want to leave in the morning. But yeah, and then after that, we're heading up between Chicago and Milwaukee to meet up with Dystopian Playgrounds.
That's
Uh,
gonna
we're
be
gonna
fun.
hit we're gonna hit the Ollies that's there, and then he's gonna take us around to some places. And yeah, we're gonna check out Timbo's local shop. But yeah, like Pyrus said, if you're in any of those like little areas like Lansing, Michigan, or like,
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
We'll deviate north and south or east and west of that line by like an hour or two or whatever, right? Or you want to meet in the middle, or you have a comic shop you want us to check out, we'll
absolutely.
definitely meet you there. So yeah, just kind of check this map on the replay. I'll post it on Instagram probably throughout the week and coming up to the trip. I know we're getting a little amped up here. I know the
Oh
trip's not till
yeah,
August 4th, but I'm already planning on a route and yeah, and like different things we want to check out. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, on this map,
exactly.
like approximate like times a day we'll be there and the date that we'll be in those areas.
And so I believe during that time there might be at least one Whip Wednesday in there. So we may do a short little live stream or maybe a short little premiere video just to let you guys know what's
And,
happening and what we
yeah,
found and stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty fun in regards to that. So
just
yeah,
to
that's
answer,
awesome.
I gotta answer Bjorn. Sorry, but like I think it's just a little too far to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
that was a long trek,
like
man.
originally too. We were planning on heading like all the way over to New York State from like South Chicago, but man,
That's
like
a
12
long trek.
hours with like the cost of gas and stuff, like right now, it's just, yeah, I think we're gonna kind of like get up into Michigan, stick around like the Michigan, Chicago area, maybe go to like Toledo, Ohio if you're down in the Toledo area, and then head like straight back up to the border through Detroit or something. Like I'm not sure. Like we'd probably go as far as like Indianapolis, like it's only a bit further south, but
Right.
yeah,
But we
just
we got to keep it within insanity type
yeah,
levels
yeah.
because we can't be driving forever. Plus, Rad's doing all the driving as I legally don't have my license anymore. So he's gonna have to do all the driving. So we want to make sure it's not too much for just one person to handle in one go, right? So again, check out the map when you get the opportunity to. If you're close to any of these areas, let us know. Reach out to Rad Toys on Instagram and let us know, and then we'll definitely add you to that trip. And I guess between now and then, Rad, we can maybe start updating the map with some other locations. Maybe I could do that
I
whenever we can figure that
do.
out.
When I start hearing from people, we're getting response. I'll be adding your logo or your name to the map, and then
Cool.
and then we'll keep posting that up until we leave. We're gonna probably do a couple live streams. There probably won't be a WMC on the 23rd because we may do an earlier stream about the trip, but
Right.
we're gonna try and leave at like at least 4 or 5 the next morning to get to Wenzilla's for breakfast time. So
That's gonna
yeah,
be fun.
we're not gonna be staying up super late, but me and Pirates are gonna have a sleepover play date. He's
Yay!
gonna
That's
come
gonna
wreck
be fun, man.
all my toys.
Like I said earlier, if I was filming, I would have been knocking everything over. So I'll try my best. Actually, by then I would have already had my surgeries, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'll actually be able to see. So I'll actually really be able to appreciate your bills. So that's actually quite exciting. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
But that
I'll
said,
I'll, I'll film
definitely
something too.
I definitely want to now that I've got my passport and everything like back up to date.
Yeah,
I definitely do want to come to your state, Bjorn, but that would be like a one shot get down to your area and then branch out and do all the world builders in that area, like Brian, yourself. And yeah, that might not actually be too far away. I was planning on going. I've got to go to Wenzilla's wedding in October in Michigan, but by
nice.
spring, probably late winter, early spring next year, is actually
That should be nice.
me and my wife are gonna pop down to a lower climate for a holiday. So the southern U.S. sounds like a good idea to me.
Nice. That's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward. I was like bummed out at first. I didn't want to like travel by myself, and I was like, and all of our American friends here, they seem to be on the up and up, but you never know what can happen in
Yeah.
America. So it's always nice to travel. It's always nice to have a travel buddy. You just don't know what people are gonna do these days.
Yeah, everything just worked out perfectly because I had initially had surgery scheduled the day before you were going to leave, and then they bumped it to October, and then they bumped it again. It's like, oh, you know what? We have an availability before that date, so you have August 2nd. I'm like, yes, that I'll take it because then that
Yeah,
way I
yeah.
get everything out of the way and I can just drive free and clear, and I'll actually be able to see. That's the part that I'm really excited about is being able to
Oh, that'll
see.
be cool. And
So
I
it's
did
gonna be
have
a lot of
thoughts
fun.
too, like, yeah, I would love to have like pick a central location for everybody.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be
say
cool.
I don't know, Indianapolis or like Cincinnati or something or Columbus, Ohio, and just have like a big like world meters build up or world makers meet up. There we go.
Yeah, there you
Well,
finally got it.
yeah, I finally got it with my Canadian tongue. But no, it'd be nice like down the road to have like an awesome like meet up. I
That-
thought about going to Joe Fest because I really want to meet like Dom and Bjorn and like
yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, it's just I got one big trip planned and I'm gonna do a lot of filming and like creating
like
and
I
stuff.
wanted to go to that too, but I actually I'm scheduled for surgery that week, so there's no way I'd be able to
I would
recover in
love
time.
to actually. I would love to fly to Munich and meet Laura Thane. That would be awesome.
Actually, I need to go back to Germany. Let's do that next year, man. Actually, no, I can't. I'm going to Japan. Never mind.
There
Maybe
you go.
sometime, maybe by then I'll be working and I can do both trips. Because I definitely want to go and visit like our European friends, like to be able to see Lord Thane, Lockdown Productions, the Lead Will Walk the Earth. All those guys, I'd love to meet up with them in person. So you never know. Leo's Lust Palace as well. He's I believe in Amsterdam or around somewhere in the Netherlands. So yeah, I'd love to do a European tour next. So you never
Oh, that
know.
would be so cool.
But that brings us to the top of the hour. And so what I'm going to do now is we're going to do our little draw. So just so that you guys could see it's fair, I'm going to share my screen. Uno momento, por favor.
Oh, so it's gonna be a random name for the gun. Here we go.
Yeah, it's going to be a random name. So there we
No
go.
poopy gun or PP launcher or anything like that.
Like I said, if it's a really crazy name like PP Lunge or Titty Squasher or something, if it's something like that, then I have to like redo this draw. But anyways, here we go. Good luck, everybody. I hope you guys use the tag big ass gun because here we go.
Oh,
And our
is it
winner
gonna
is
be Fine. What did he call the gun? Now I gotta go find
that is
it.
awesome. So Defiant Outer Rim Station, you are our winner. I will reach out to you and I will be getting your information so that I can send you out that Joy Toy figure. Then that's going to happen towards the end of the month. I'll send you out that Joy Toy figure. I have to order it, get it, and then I'll send that out to you. Actually, I might just order it and have them send it directly to you. Actually, no, that might be too expensive. Those Amazon tends to charge a lot more than
You're yeah, and
Canada
if you're in the
Post.
chat, if you're in the chat still, what did you name the gun? Or I can go back and find his comment.
Oh, I see. I really thought the reason why I had said put the name and the hashtags, I thought they were going to show it,
No,
but
they
they
only
don't.
show like the names of the people that put that hashtag in there.
So yes, you are our winner. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Awesome. Congratulations, and thank you to all of you guys that have submitted a name. Actually, you guys, if you, I'm trying to think of how I could do this. There's got to be a way to search for it with that hashtag. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Oh,
But
there it
yeah,
is. This is the name of the gun.
what is it? What is it?
The Thumper.
Oh, I like it. I like
That's
it.
it's a good name for a
That's a
gun.
good. It's a nice, good name. I like it.
It is.
Thumper. Yeah. Because especially too, well, it doesn't really make a thumping sound, but still, that's a good name. I like it. Thank you very much. I'll jot that down. I'll actually start doing some photography with it. I'm still working on it now. I don't know if you guys remember with that build. I actually used the Clone Wars repeater gun handle on top of it. It just kept popping off. So what I'm going to do is drill a little hole on the side and use like another handle that I can just plug into that hole and glue it and use it that way. I'll show that off in the next Whip Wednesday live. So next week, Creators Corner is back, and we have Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. Yes, he's going to be on our show. Really excited to have him on our show. He has some really cool stuff. If you guys like the old school classic Star Wars stuff, he's your man. He deals primarily with 118. He has his own show every Sunday, which is called the 118 Team. So go and check that out, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. Awesome show. I just showcased my Firehawk on there, not last week, but the week before. So go check that out. There's some awesome designs in there.
That's cool.
But yeah, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for those who have stuck around to the end. You guys most likely stuck around because you're hoping to win. But it was a jam-packed show. It was a lot of fun. Next week's going to be just as good. Every week's going to be awesome. And then the week after that, there will be no show. So June 26th, there's not going to be a show because of the fact that I'll be doing surgery on that day. And then we should be back on July 3rd. So that reminds me, July 2nd is your cutoff date. So July 2nd, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is your cutoff date for 5 pictures and or a 30-second video of your laser sword carrying character. It could be human, alien, robot, whatever you want, as long as they carry a laser sword. Doesn't have to necessarily be a lightsaber. It just has to be a energy type of sword. So I look forward to seeing some of your awesome content. And until next time, pirates, take care.